How's it going, everyone, and welcome back to my kitchen. And today I have a confession to make. The entire reason I started the Haters Guide series was actually not to dunk on Gardevoir, despite the fact that I've done it 5 times already. My actual most hated deck is Dragapult. And I don't just hate it, I hate it with every fiber of my being. I hate what it does to the meta. I hate that it's the reason that Gardevoir wins everything. I hate that if a deck doesn't have a 70 HP basic, it's just unplayable. I hate that Hawlucha made 70 HP is questionable too. I hate that they use Budew to disrupt your setup in the early game and Iona to ruin your hand in the late game. I hate that everything about this deck ensures that they are never playing you at your best. Dragapult is like the Jeffrey Epstein of the Pokémon TCG, where every Pokémon that's ever been associated with it deserves to be investigated because good and well-meaning Pokémon don't find themselves associated with this thing. From Pult Thorns to Pult Zard to the brief runs at Pult Typhlosion and that weird Tord Corner Pond build, doesn't matter. Put them all in prison. If you enjoy this deck, I hate you. I hate everything you stand for, I hate all the choices you made to get you to decide this is the way you want to play a children's card game. I hate your life, I hate your dog, and I hate your parents for making you this way. But if there is one thing that I hate more than Dragapult players, it would be me. That's right, my friends, today marks the first and only time you will see Dragapult in the Chef Husky deck list. I'm not happy about it either, but I did build up Chandelure as a toxic card that serves to get inside the head of your opponents. So as long as we're going to be gaslighting and messing with people, wouldn't it just make sense to include the most toxic card currently in format? Here's the new Chandelure deck list, and as you can see, we swapped out the Dunsparce engine entirely for Drakloak. And the reason why is because we're already a double Budew build, so if our opponent sees us open a Budew and a Dreepy, they'll play it totally different. We might see a Psyduck come out, we might see them play down all their items, and most importantly, we can trick them into thinking that our attacker is our draw engine, and our draw engine is our attacker. Because we have just enough fire energy to where we could slap one on a Drakloak and make them think that we're going to come in with a Dragapult later on. We're fine with them taking out our draw support as long as they leave our lamps alone. This list is a combination of mine, Snipe the Benches, and a City League winner in Japan that got featured on PTCG Radio. I am so ecstatic to see Chandelure getting the love it deserves, and I am so sorry to drag its name through the mud by introducing it to such a vile engine. Dragapult is here and is able to attack, but there is a good chance I don't use it at all in this video. The only thing it's here for is Corner Pond. I still have a shred of self-respect holding me back from using Phantom Dive in a capacity that's not Team Rocket's Mimikyu. Another new addition we have in here is Dawn, which is amazing for setup as it can pull us a Litwick, a Drakloak, and a Chandelure all at once. I saw a build that uses Battle Cage, and I do think that's a solid play in here, but I wouldn't want to spoil the play by putting down a Battle Cage when they think I might be running Dragapult, you know what I mean? So this is easily the meanest version of this build, and we're going to jump in the ladder and see if we can fool some people, shall we? Alright y'all, welcome. We are now in, what, I think it's like the 5th Chandelure video now, and good god, this thing has popped off since I last touched it. Like, everyone's covering it now. I saw it on PTCG Radio, I had Snipe the Bench covering it, I think I saw one on Azul stream once before, not him playing it obviously, but he had it shown on stream too. People are liking it, Alrighty, we got Tordbox at home. Alright, I think we start with this. I think we just want to get the Dreepy. There we go. We can use the Drakloak to find us some stuff we need, and then Arven to find us the rest of the stuff. What is this? Great Ball. The Mega Kangaskhan. We got both Kangaskhan's. Alright, we got Chorus. Got us an Artazon and a Psychic Energy. This is interesting. I wonder what this is. We got triple draw. Oh, it's Alakazam. Okay. It's weird how every time I record a Chandelure video, I end up with Alakazam. Oh yes, draw more cards, please. That's what I want. Alright, let's go ahead and Artazon. Let's get us another one of these on the bench. Go ahead and do this. Let's use the Recon Directive now, see if we can get us one of our pieces that we need. We can take this. This is fine. We'll hit this. We'll hit the Arven. We'll go Rare Candy. That's all we got. We prized our other Bangle. That's fine. Alright, we'll hit that. We don't need any more cards. Here, let's... Do you want to just give him a card? Let's see, why not? I want a card. I would like to have a card. It's a Dreepy. Awesome. Okay. That's good enough for me. Smack for 300. Alright. That would have taken out the other one, too. Oh, you know, we could get that Legacy on a Drakloak and potentially have a Dragapult option here. Am I that toxic? We don't know yet. You got 11 cards in hand, though. But we have a very solid start. And if this is Alakazam, I don't think they play Iono. I think they just go Lilies, which leaves them with a pretty big hand anyway. They don't play Ultra Balls. They don't play a whole lot of ways of getting their hand size low. This is good. This is good. Not too often you see a go second version of Alakazam. But oh, you shouldn't have done that. You shouldn't have done that. You better hope that you have more ways of getting that hand size down, because I'm about to take it out. We'll see. We'll see. Oh, nope. You're just gonna give yourself more cards. That's fine. I'm foaming at the mouth for this one. Yep, okay. If he goes as low as 9 cards, we're still okay. Okay, you got 9 cards, yep. Is that all you got? This is potentially Alakazam's worst matchup. Though, I mean, not really, because, you know, 5 cards in hand is all we need for a KO on Kadabra, or on Alakazam. The choice to play 2 different kinds of Mega Kangaskhan is interesting, though. Alright, so Jack gets you 2 cards in your hand. I don't think he can play them down, though. Yeah, so he's got that for next turn. 10 cards in hand. We got the boss KO, too. Yep, Super Psybolt. Alright, we take the boss KO on this guy. Alright, counter catcher, that's fine. Let's see what we can pull. Actually, here, let's go Artazon first. Let's do our normal sequencing. Decent chance that he quits after this, though. I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna put the Legacy on the Litwick like a normal person. Let's go ahead and Drakloak, Recon Directive. Let's grab us. Grab us a candy, sure. Why not? We can go Alluring Light. Lampent, sure. Boss. And then Mind Ruler for 330 on this guy. Love to see it. Alright, do we see the concede now? Oh god, 2 Lilies Determinations. He just quit. You can take your first KO here if you want. Did I drop my Night Stretcher? I did drop my Night Stretcher. Dang. You know what? It really didn't matter to put the Legacy Energy on the Litwick, because this thing gets around Legacy Energy anyway. There was no point to that. Oh well. You live, you learn. We could have definitely put that on the Drakloak. That would have been funny. Alright, Kadabra gets you a bunch of cards. Sure, sure, sure. All things considered, our setup was not fantastic. We just happened to hit a matchup where they have a lot of cards in hand, and for some reason Alakazam decided to play Mega Kangaskhan and other Kangaskhan. I don't really know what the point of that was. It was an interesting call, I'll give it that much. Sure, let's put that in our hand. Let's go ahead and Artazon. Let's get us another Dreepy in play. Alright, let's get the Bangle on this guy. Doesn't really matter. We just need a Chandelure and we win. We didn't get a Chandelure. That feels kind of bad. Alright. Let's go ahead and Super Rod then. We don't need that. Alright, let's put that in. And then... does it really make a difference? It doesn't really make a difference. Alright, let's just throw that there. Why not? We'll hit for 20. We have game next turn. Not really, actually. We need a rare candy. Oh, he's got that one. That's funny. This is a really interesting Alakazam list. Okay, let's go up with this one. Alright, got another Drakloak. Let's thin out a little bit more. Let's go Artazon, get us a Budew, sure. That's fine. And then we can start doing our shenanigans. All we need is a rare candy. We have a Lillie's. We have a Chandelure. We still need a candy. Yeah, that's not fantastic. All right, screw it. Let's just Lillies. Or do I Recon Directive a third time? No, let's just Lillies. Seriously? Okay. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and get Lampent. I'm gonna retreat into Budew. Put Lampent there. Itchy Pollen. Where are my Chandelures? Well, I guess I had one. But I need my candies. I've seen one candy. I play 4. Alright, dimensional hand comes in, whatever. Alright, now we go back up with this guy. There's our third Drakloak. You just need a Chandelure. Recon Directive, get a Buddy-Buddy. Tell you what, let me Artazon thin out a little bit. Okay, there's 4 of them in there. Happy to know that. We'll just keep Buddy in here as our option. Let's go for it. Recon Directive. There they are. Okay. Dub. Hit for 450. That took longer than it should have. If only my candies and Chandelures would have popped up when they needed to. But that's okay. We take it. Alrighty. Welcome to game 2 with new deck 137. Do we want to go first? No, we do not. Alright, this is solid. Alright, let's go Maractus. And let's go Dreepy We'll let him think that this is a Dragapult. We have Dawn for next turn as well. A Buddy-Buddy would have been fantastic here. We already have 3 cards or 4. Oh, Wug. All right. Now, if we can bait him into getting the Psyduck out. Does this play Psyduck? I have no clue. Let's see what he does. Let's see what he does. Already dropped a counter catcher and a Sacred Ash. Got the Wug Trio in hand. That's it. Just a pass. Alright. Do I? I could Legacy on the Maractus. No, I don't think we're gonna be using Maractus a whole lot. But I don't really have a way of retreating it, so I guess that's... Yeah, we don't really have a good retreat option for Maractus. I think we just hit corner on it. Alright, the reversal won't work unless I take a prize. Okay, so we're safe for now. He's gonna look for his ignition energies. So that'll allow him to attack even now as is. Could I go the mill route? Potentially? Alright, my turn. Arven, we could go Chandelure now. Okay, let's give you that. Actually, let's leave the Brave Bangle in there so that it can be milled. I don't have a problem with those getting milled off the Undersea Tunnel. That's fine. I'd rather have those cards in my deck than in my hand. Hey, look at that. Drakloak. We'll get that. Let's go ahead and recon. I'll take a Super Raw. That is something I would like to have in my hand. And then we'll go in the corner. We get the Dawn for next turn as well. Could grab us a Chandelure. Could grab us another Litwick. Got the ignition. Got the Lilies. Lillie's Determination is such a good card for those kinds of decks that don't take prizes. Okay, so we're definitely going to take a big hit here. Hey, he's putting up the Rellor. Okay, so he thinks that we are able to attack with the Dragapult. Alright, and we lose 6 cards. That doesn't feel great. Lost a Chandelure and a Lampent. Other than that, I think this is fine. It's not a huge deal. Do I take... okay, well, here, let's... I'm gonna save the rod. Let's go ahead and Dawn. Let's get, I definitely want a Chandelure. Let's go ahead and grab that. A Litwick. I could take a Drakloak, that's fine. Let's get you there, let's get you there. Recon Directive. Could take the Arven. Alluring Light. Alright. This is fine. Yeah, we do have a Chandelure in discard, so we could potentially try to get that back. I really want to avoid killing this thing right now. Not that I even have the energy to do that with, because where is my energy? Good God. Have we been keeping track of how many lilies were used? 2 lilies so far. Okay, runaway draw. Getting a bunch of your cards there. I'm going to keep him relying on the ignition energies, because once he's out of those, that's pretty much it. And we do definitely want to keep him with more cards in hand than we do. Or more cards, or we want to have more cards left in deck than he does, which we do right now. Hilda, okay, Hilda's going to get you your ignition. Got the Rapska as well. Alright, we could trap that. We could trap that. Alright, 3 cards discarded. We didn't really need those. The Night Stretcher would have been great. That's okay. Let's go ahead and get the fire energy on there. Let me swing the boss now. Let's take this Rapska. And then let's start Alluring Light. Alluring Light again. And then let's use the recon, see what we can pull off of it. Double Bangle. We have to pick one? Okay. It doesn't really matter. This is fine. Move a corner. Okay. So now we can use this opportunity to get ahead a little bit. I think I definitely want to use Super Rod to get the Chandelure back in deck, and then we'll try hitting triple Chandelures every turn. I probably could have waited one more turn. Could have just hit the Wub Trio once. Air Balloon's not going to help you. Is he going to attach it? He's going to attach it. Do it. Do it. Attach your Air Balloon. I want you to. I haven't lost my other boss yet, so I'm okay. We judging? All right. Okay. All right, so I will hit the Arven. All I want is the candy. Stretcher for this. Don't need Town Sword for anything. We're just gonna Alluring Light. This is gonna be a slog, but we're gonna make it. I think I don't recon anymore. I think we just corner. I think what we're gonna do from this point now is try to make him burn as much as possible. Alright, Hilda puts him... Wait, did he grab anything with it? Oh, he didn't grab anything with it? I don't think so. So you're doing your buddy-buddy shenanigans. Gonna go ahead and get you your Dunsparce back. Yep. Alright. So he's putting himself at an even bigger deficit. At this point, all we do is just make sure that we're not spending too many cards. As far as I know, our other boss is still in deck. I'm okay not doing anything right now. I think we just Alluring Light. Alluring Light. Alluring Light a third time. And we corner. Alright, Lillie's gets you 8 more cards. And actually this is totally fine. I'm okay with... He just spent his 3rd Lillies. Run away, draw, grab himself 2 more cards. Those 2 go back in the deck, so it's really only a draw of 1, technically, as far as the deck is concerned. But we're still ahead. Okay. Got another Dreepy. Let's Alluring Light first. Let's see what we can get off of this. No boss. Alright. In that case, I'm okay putting the Dreepy down. We still have Lillie's Determinations that we can use if we need to. But I think we definitely don't corner. We make him burn an energy or an air balloon. Alright, so you got the air balloon. This would have been a good opportunity to use that that heat burner thing or whatever it's called, the little blowtorch. Okay. Lose Determination again. Draws 8. He's now 1 card ahead of us, which is fine. Okay. This is going to be a long, drawn-out fight. Alright, you got the ignition. Undersea tunnel. Alright, you get to mill 6 cards. That's not fun. But that's his 3rd ignition. So, here, let's just go ahead and put that on there. Do we think he has another ignition? He's got to have one in hand, I'm sure. Here, let's do this. Let's go Alluring Light. Go Alluring Light again. You know the drill. Alright, Counter Catcher is not going to be useful to me. We could Recon Directive, this doesn't really affect me at all. Can take the Drakloak. And then we just Lillies. Alright, so what that information does tell me though is that the last boss is either... Actually, wait, we can look. Our other boss is definitely in the prizes. So that kind of sucks. But this is fine. We'll just go ahead and corner. He's probably down to his last Lotus Determination. If it's even in his deck. Oh no, he used all 4. He did in fact use all 4. He's got he's got 3 Ignition Energies used. He can use this for a 4th one. Oh, reversal. Is he out? He is out. Are we gonna deck out a mill deck? This is gonna be insane. If we can pull this off, this is the meanest thing that I've ever done. Alright. We're about to deck out a wood trio. Alright, we got the Lillies. Recon Directive. This is fine. I haven't used my Super Rod, have I? I have used my Super Rod, okay. Didn't know that. Alright, so I think, I'm gonna Lillies again. There we go. Now the only way he can win this turn is if he gets triple heads on an Ignition Energy. That last Ignition Energy is in there, in his hand, in that 16 card hand he's got. And he pulls triple heads on it. He doesn't have it. I was thinking he was probably trying to fake me out with it. But no, I think he is genuinely SOL here. That's it. And that is GG. Alluring Light. Alluring Light. Let's give him the thumbs up. And then let's end turn. GG. We just decked out a one trio, guys. Alrighty, welcome to game 3. I guess I should be grateful because my previous Game 3 was against Terrabox, which is a horrible matchup for this deck, considering I took out Shaman for the Psyduck. But, you know what? It never happened, because I got distracted and had to remove my pork belly that was cooking way before I was ready to. That Game 2 ended up taking a lot longer than I was expecting. Can you go to the active? Thank you. Jesus. Hey, is it a Rotom box? Gadget show. Alright, we like that. That's fun. Okay, so a glaring weakness that I found with this deck so far is that energy feels really hard to come by. Alright, Lily's Determination. I'm going to get 8 new cards. One of them was an energy. Alright, let's go second Dreepy. Do I have self-respect? I do have self-respect. Alright, we're gonna... We don't need Brave Bangle, it's not gonna help us in this matchup. I mean, it could, because if they have the Rotom EX, so that will definitely help against that, but I'm not worried about it yet, because that Rotom has, what, 180 HP or 190? Something like that. And this is something you'll never hear from, like, a meta player. You're never going to hear a meta player be like, oh, yeah, that obscure card, I know how much HP it has, I know what it does. Rogue deck players is where it's at. Iono, dang, that was a perfect hand. That was a fantastic hand that I had to drop. Ugh. Hate to see that. Okay, well that's fine, because we have time to set up now. Because that Tatsugiri being in the active, doubt he's going to move it anytime soon. We got time, we got time. We literally have time, it's in hand, look at that. Alright, Artazon, I want a third Litwick. Let me see what we have. We do have all 4 Chandelures. Why not? Let's go Recon. We have Hilda. I do want Hilda. Let's go Chandelure and Fire Energy. Alluring Light. Another candy. We can slap that there. That's fine. We can corner one more time. So my goal at this point is going to be get enough cards in his hand to be able to one-shot this Rotom EX. He can get as many tools on these things as he wants. He doesn't really need it, because Gadget shows, what, 30 times? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 120 damage. He just needs one more tool. He's knocking out anything on my board. So I'm not stressing about that. Right, and he passes. Alright, so we have a little bit more time now. We can get us the Lampent. Let's go ahead and recon. Grab that, I don't really care. Let's go ahead and Alluring Light. Dawn is good. Use the Rare Candy to get that. And then we'll Drakloak. Here's our boss. We'll recon. Grab Lilies. That's fine. Corner. This is fun. I like it. Clash of the Rogue decks. Got a bit of a Rotom box over there. We got a little Chandelure over here. Alright, Battle Cage. Yup. Bro still thinks we might be coming in with a Dragapult. Alright, do I... Alright, let's keep going. Let's, Alluring Light a couple more times. Do we really need all of this? No, not really. Okay, so we have this. We can go ahead and drop the candy, we don't need that anymore. We can drop the Dawn, we don't need that anymore. Grab us another Chandelure. I'm gonna feel more comfortable if I can get more energy on this board. Alright. That's pretty good. What can these... Okay, 130 damage. Let's just take this KO. Good chance with an 11 card hand he's got a boss, which is why I wanted that second energy. This is all right though. I think we're in decent shape. Yeah, this is definitely one of those where I think that heat burner or whatever it's called would have been great. I think that's definitely a good play for this deck. Granted, it doesn't play very much energy to begin with, so discarding an energy to get rid of a tool doesn't feel too fantastic. Yeah, you can keep slapping those on. It's not really going to change much. You only need 130 damage to knock out anything on this board. Alright, well that's not a boss, so that's nice actually. This is a boss though. Alright, Gadget Show. He's gonna hit himself for 60. Takes no prizes off of that, which is awesome because it means we're about to smack really hard. Let's go ahead and send this guy up. And let's put another Dreepy on the board. Alright. There's our Drakloak. We can put that up next turn. We are seeing a ton of cards with this, though. That I do like a lot about this deck. Take a Lilies. Not bad to have. But then we just go ahead and boss. Definitely don't have a problem with him using Fez, so we'll take out this one. He's gonna have to discard some of those tools, which is cool. Either drop, yeah, you drop the EXP share from that, and then drop, yeah. So now he's got 4 tools on the board. So now if he can't get another tool on the board, he'll have to attach something to the Fez or something. If he can't do that, he misses KO here too. Well, actually, it's a water, so he has that. But point still stands. All they really got to do is just take out. Okay, you got it. Yeah, we just oh, picnic basket. What a weirdo. Alrighty. Lily's determination for the same 8 cards you just put away, I'm sure. Valid. Okay. We send this guy up. We definitely, unless we can pull a boss, we definitely take this KO. Here, let's go ahead and give you the Drakloak. Slap that Bangle on. I would like to look in my deck. Let me look. Do I have a 4th Litwick? I do have a 4th Litwick. Okay. Alright, so I'll use that to get the Litwick. And then I want to use, like, the reason why I wanted to do that was because I wanted this Night Stretcher for the energy. Energy is kind of scarce in this deck. That's fine. We just take out this active. I don't have an issue with that. Want more cards? You can have more cards. Nothing else that I need. I don't even need to recon. We'll just go ahead and Mind Ruler for 330. Take that out. Move and attached cards. Yep. Move that energy onto him. That's not a big deal. There we go. And each time we knock out one of these, he loses a tool that he can't get back. So now he's down to 4 tools again. He needs to bench something and put a tool on it to take a KO here. Alright, so he benches that. Does have a tool. Okay. So he can take this KO. Alright, so now I definitely want that boss. Okay. If we find boss, we win. And we get to see a good amount of cards right now. Lieutenant Surge's Bargain, okay. Well, let's start digging. Alluring Light. Let's Buddy-Buddy. Doing that just to thin. Nah, because if I can find a candy, then that would be preferable. Let's get that. Here we go, candy. What do you know? Alright, we should be able to find it with that. I know it's in there. Fire energy. light, come on. No? Are you sure? Are you sure that the boss is our last card? Okay. We're about to be hit with the nastiest Iono. Okay, there we go. He's got 5 again. The bravery from Buddy. Would love to see it. Alright, well that's it. We have game. If this top deck is a boss, I'm gonna flip out. It wasn't. What the heck? I could swear I've got my boss in there. Whatever. We'll hit for 1,020. Boom! Alright. That's GG's. Love to see it. And there you have it, my friends. The deck works. The only thing I might change is maybe add one more energy in there, because it felt like it was really hard to come by sometimes. When everyone and their mother knows what Dragapult does and they see the fire energies hit the board, the panic sets in and you start seeing all the attention get directed towards the wrong thing, which is awesome for us. Decking out a mill deck was not on my bingo card for today, but dang, am I glad we got that. Anyway, I want to thank you all for watching. Chandelure has gotten so much love, and I'm really excited to see what people do with Mega Frostlass when that comes out, since it's got a really similar gimmick. If you like what you saw, please consider dropping me a like or maybe even a sub. Remember, the starter cook-off is happening this Saturday at 2 p.m. Eastern, so hop in my Discord and bring your favorite starter for your chance at the $25 grand prize. I'll see you all next time.